it.
No, I went live on Facebook. Now I'm recording it. I mean, I can always download it off of Facebook too. I don't actually need to record it, but it's better if I do. Anyway, hi Nasutsa.
Hi, good morning.
So
What's happening?
I don't know. Do you know Wes? Have you and Wes met before?
I don't think so. Hi, Wes.
Wes,
Hi, how are you?
Wes,
Nice
is,
to meet you.
Wes and I are both at Compass together, and he's actually the culprit of why I'm at Compass. It's all his fault.
It sounds like a good fault.
Exactly right. Nope. He'll never let me forget it either.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nasutsa and I know each other working on the Roosevelt University Advisory Board.
Oh, okay.
I don't think when you joined, did you own your ServiceMaster franchise at that point, or?
Yes, I did. And I joined as a business owner, providing services to residential and commercial clients in greater Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you've done a lot of stuff. I mean, before you bought the ServiceMaster franchise, you did a lot of stuff before that.
Yeah, I did a lot of stuff in commercial real estate development. I managed the USX Southwork site for almost 9 years, trying to create a new net zero next generation community for that area, and worked with a lot of politicians and community groups and businesses to get that off the ground. We were able to put in the US 41 road with CDOT and a new park in with a park district and a marketing center and some other great things. So there was a lot of great public-private partnerships going on with that project. And then I decided to segue into this franchise, which I run now with my husband.
Right. Yeah. And you're a certified minority-owned, woman-owned.
Yeah, we're an MBWVE business, maybe Weeby, and with the city and state, and we serve commercial and residential customers in Chicago, Oak Park, River Forest, Greater Chicago, North Shore, all over. Yeah.
Wow. So you still have the Oak Park River Forest franchise territory then?
Yeah, that's still in our territory. I mean, there's no reason it wouldn't be. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Great. Yeah. And so you've been doing that for a good 10 years anyway, right?
Yeah, this is our 10-year anniversary for the business.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And she and Simon have written a book.
We have written a book called Restore. It's a complete guide to protecting your home as your most valuable asset from water and fire disaster. And it's targeted for homeowners, covering things like, burst pipes, leaking dishwashers, buckling wood floors. Can you dry and save them? What to do to prevent fire damage, smoke damage, how to deal with items after a fire or smoke damage, how to deal with items after a water damage. Also deals with like insurance, what you need to know as a homeowner, which is a big deal when you're putting in claims for disasters. And then, of course, it has a section on cleaning. Like,
Can put you out of business.
Bleach, can you clean with it? And it's just, each section is just like a very short 1 or 2 pages. So it's not a huge chapter each section. So each topic is more of like a blog type feel. Yeah.
You tell some great stories in here too about how you and Sam, they were actually contemplating buying a restaurant. And they were introduced to the idea of buying a ServiceMaster franchise instead, which I think was a wise decision.
Yeah. So we were both doing different things, and we were like, how can we become entrepreneurs? We were like dabbling in real estate, buying some buildings and flipping them. And then we were like, we had this great restaurant concept in the North Park area, which was emerging at the time. And then we met someone about the franchise, and my husband Sam had already been involved in another franchise and grew up like cleaning and working in restoration as a young man. But then the opportunity presented itself at that time. So
you were going to open a restaurant in North Park? You mean over by where Trey Kroner is?
Yeah, over in that neighborhood, there was a great space. We had a really good concept. We went to a neighborhood bank. We had gotten a loan. We had everything done, our planning, our business planning, but then we decided to do this instead.
What kind of a restaurant were you going to open? Now I'm curious.
Well, I don't really like to talk about that much, but it was a cool concept. And I mean, everything was hashed out. It just obviously wasn't meant to be because this was the better opportunity. I
Right,
think
totally,
this is
yeah.
where we needed to end up, and so
No
here we are.
question. I mean, when I think North Park, I don't think Restaurant Row exactly.
Yeah, I mean, there's a shortage of restaurants there. There's a few more that have opened, but some neighborhoods are clogged and some are sparse, right?
Mhm, mhm. I
But
mean,
now we
it's,
provide services everywhere, so it's a different thing.
yeah. Well, you have family that live in that neighborhood too, don't
Yeah, we do. We do have family. I have family in almost every neighborhood at this point.
you? There you go. And your kids are off in camp this week, so you're on a second honeymoon this week.
Yeah, I'm on 2 weeks break from children. That's kind of weird. Very quiet at home this morning.
How old
I
are the
remember-
kids?
It's
How old are
Michigan.
the kids?
What's that?
How old are the kids?
Oh, the kids, they're 10 and 13, and they're at sleepaway camp. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when Carl was that age, I think the first time he went for 2 weeks, he was in 8th grade. Of course, Pasha's in 8th grade now, or he's going into 8th grade,
Yeah, I
right?
have a rising 8th and a rising 5th, but we sent them early. I think it's a good, like a independence building. Farah already went last year, and it's important to learn how to be independent. And the
Yeah.
camp really does a good job with counselors and emotional support, and they have a therapist there. I mean, they really don't let kids fall through. If there is an issue, they call you. They do a great job.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it sounds a lot more. So I think because Carl, I think just went, well, it's a different era too. He's
Yeah, there's more resources now. They check in with you, and then we write to them every day. We email back and forth, so that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, you have email now. See, when Carl was a kid, we didn't have email, and I remember he'd go for a week, or actually he would go and spend a week with his grandma up in Kohler, Wisconsin,
Yeah.
which is where Bob was born and raised. And he'd always come back like 10 pounds heavier. I swear to God, she fed him nonstop.
Yeah. Well, when we send our kids to camp, they always come back skinnier.
Well, right. That's because they spend all day running and playing.
Yeah, they do, and they may not like all the meals. They're a little picky, so there's a
Yeah.
little bit of weight loss, but we put it back when they come home. So it's fine.
Yeah. Anyway, but it's a fun time. It's a fun age. So, and Wes,
So I
you
hope
could.
I hope the book isn't so good that it puts you out of business.
Well, we are hoping, this is the first part of like a journey. So this is a residential focus for homeowners. But the next one we're putting out, which we've already started working on, is commercial. And that's going to be geared towards property managers and facility engineers and managers. And it's going to have a commercial focus. So that's the next book that's coming out. And then there's probably a number 3, or we'll have to stagger how we release. There's going to be one on just specifically cleaning, which is a lot of what we do too, but like a lot more in depth about cleaning, which is a popular topic for everyone.
Who doesn't need to clean, right?
Right.
Although I learned that they had a lovely book launch party. Was it Wednesday night? Wednesday night you did
Yeah,
that.
last week, Wednesday.
And on the roof, I had been by this place a million times. It's called Good to Go. It's a Jamaican restaurant right on.
Yeah, it's Good to Go Jamaica event space. It's cuisine and event space, and they have the ability to have like up to 100 people, and they have live music frequently. And they have a really cute rooftop deck with a roof, so you can be outside but still have like protection from the elements.
Yeah.
So you don't get burned. It's on Howard. It's on the Evanston side of Howard Street, 711 West Howard, right down the street from Peckish Pig and Palm House event space. Howard Street has been kind of activated the last couple of years. And so you're seeing kind of activities there, destination, food, retail. It's good.
Well, that gateway center is walking distance there, isn't
Right.
it? Yeah.
You can walk to the gateway, into the train. For these specific places though, like Good to Go where the event was, and Palm House and Peckish Pig, that's more like a destination. People are like going there directly, Uber or driving, but there's plenty of street parking.
Yeah. I mean, I parked right in front of the door the night we were there, and but I was surprised at how upper scale it was. I mean, it was really nice. They have
It's very good quality. Yep.
Yeah, and they have a nice craft cocktail program, it seems like, too. I mean,
Yeah, I think she used to be on the south side of the street at a different space, but when she moved north, the business kind of shifted and she's doing a lot better. I think she has a big following now, so.
Yeah. Well, what I learned at the event was that the cleaning products that you use are, I think probably the analogy that we came up with is it's like prescription strength versus over-the-counter strength.
It's true. You know, most of our products, we have a chemical room here in the warehouse, are specifically from ServiceMaster. We're a franchise, so we get most of our products from them. I would say like 80%. Maybe there's a few things we get elsewhere just because we found it works effectively or what have you. But typically it's a ServiceMaster product for floor care, hard surface cleaning, glass cleaning, all-purpose cleaning, antimicrobial for water damages to prevent, you know, secondary mold growth damage. All of those type of, you know, solutions we get directly from ServiceMaster. So, and you can't buy that in a shop. And they're very effective, not very cheap, but they work very well. Most of them have to be diluted with a specific measurement, which we do here in the warehouse. So.
Yeah, no, I was talking to one of your colleagues that owns another, I guess he's a friend of Sam's,
Sam, yeah.
who also owns a ServiceMaster franchise, but in another territory. But anyway,
Yeah.
he was talking about how they can't actually sell them on, you know, to consumers because you have to know how to use them if you don't use them properly.
Right. You can't just put this on the shelf at like Home Depot because it has to be diluted correctly. I mean, these are very strong, effective cleaners and solutions. So there are trainings and you have to know what you're doing. You can't just mix this with this or do what you feel. There's a science there. You have to follow a bit of chemistry.
Although Jennifer, the photographer, she had Jennifer Wolf was there. That she's a photographer. She was there doing photography work, and she apparently had some water damage at her house and managed to snipe a bottle that she's still using.
Yeah, that was like a secret favor, but that's not something we do very often. And it wasn't even with us. So it must have been another.
Yeah, no, it was, I think it was before you guys.
Yeah, it was like 8 years ago. And I've never given any of those products to customers. It's just not really safe.
Yeah, I think she, definitely under the counter. Not over the counter, under the counter.
We have our secrets. We can't give them all away, right?
Like you're saying something on Facebook that you shouldn't be, Mary.
Say that again, Wes, what?
Well, I think you're saying something live on Facebook that you shouldn't be.
Oh, good point. Whoop.
We want to make sure that everybody's safe in the marketplace, and we know that our customers look for good results and we know how to achieve those. So
now one of the things that you've done is kind of pivoted during COVID. You got into the whole office cleaning, people coming back, right?
Yeah, you know, we did in 2020, things went really dark and slow and everybody kind of closed and just essential services were open, if you recall. And we started doing COVID disinfection services that spring of 2020. And we did that all year long. And we did, you know, 1 million square foot distribution centers, dental offices, stores, grocery stores, homes, condos, schools, anything. Everybody was calling. We did that the entire year and quite a bit through 2021 too. We usually get called now maybe every couple of weeks still, but it's completely slowed down. But that's how we were able to keep the business open, keep our employees engaged during COVID.
Well, you all had to get certified for that, right?
Yeah, well, we did, but we were already certified because we already have the proper PPE to don for those type of disinfection services. We already had the materials on hand, the solutions to use, and it was pretty much a no-brainer because already what we do includes a lot of, you know, specialty difficult cleaning. So it was an easy move, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, cool. I remember I gave your name to the woman in charge of that at Compass, but because Compass has half a dozen offices in the city, something like that. But I don't know if she reached out to you or not.
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple other companies doing what we did in Chicago. We were kind of the first ones to come out of the gate really fast and heavy, you know, on Google with it. We did get some customers who had multiple locations, and then some people wanted like repeat services every couple of months or so. or would just call us back if they had another percentage of employees sick again, infected with the virus. They would have us come out and disinfect again. But the cool thing is because we were probably using this disinfectant, nobody was sick in the workforce here at the company. Nobody contracted COVID here at our company.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. That's great.
All through 20 and 21, everybody was healthy. That's a pretty cool story.
That is very cool. Good for you guys. And I think it says a lot about the quality of your products.
Yeah, I mean, everybody was vaccinated, but I think the product is really effective. And then when the staff is covered head to toe in a proper protective personal, product to make sure they're safe, it really does work, right?
I'm surprised that with the offices reopening that they're not still needing your services, but I guess.
Well, we get a call from time to time. We did, I think it was a school or like a daycare recently. Also like a dental offices, but it seems like they've found a way to do it like internally, maybe with their own janitorial services now. So that's shifted in the last 2 years. People learn pretty quickly, but we seized the opportunity when people didn't know what to do.
Well, good for you.
We're there and ready to help. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that good for you guys. That's great. Awesome. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wes, you got anything you want to say?
I was just curious, it's Nasutsa, right?
Yep.
Okay. I was curious, did ServiceMaster work with you at all on the book, or was it completely like something you guys came up with? And
no, this is an effort no, it has nothing to do with ServiceMaster. It's actually very independent, and it's just doing work in the restoration industry. We've amassed all this facts and information and know-how, and we just wanted to share it with our customer base because we constantly are putting these really great blogs on our website, and we have all this great information, and we're like, why don't we just put this in a book, an ebook, and a paperback, and then people can have this as they need it.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so we're working on the next one already.
How long did it take you to put this one together?
So that's like about a year.
Yeah.
I was teasing them. I said the first book is Restore, the next book should be Replace.
Restore Volume 2.
If you're going to replace it, you have to talk to Wes and I, right? So Nasutsa, if somebody needs your services, how do they find the book, and how do they find you?
Okay, cool. So we are ServiceMaster Restoration by Simons. We're on Google. We have Facebook page under that same name. LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, we're all there. Our main website, ServiceMaster Restoration by Simons, is where you would want to find us. And then the book is on Amazon, and it's called Restore. If you can't find it with that first search term, you can just type in my last name or Sam Simon, and it comes up. It just went live on the Amazon website, like last week. So it does take a couple weeks as you're searching for it to rise up. And we need people to leave reviews as they buy the book. That helps too. But it's definitely there. If you put in Restore or Restore Fire Water, then the book will come up. And it's yellow with the blue on it. And it's a picture of a house. Mary had just shown it. So yeah, you can see it there. Yeah.
You're supposed to be hawking your book, Nasutsa. You're supposed to have a copy of it.
Well, you said you would have a copy. So I like,
and actually, not only do I have a copy, I have a signed
copy. Yeah, but we do have a couple copies here in the office, but we got a lot of people saying they were buying the book over the weekend and last week. It's pretty cool. People in different states who we know, other people in restoration, friends and family, business contacts. So it's beginning to like spread, and people are checking it out. So.
Well, I plan to buy more and give them out actually to clients, because I think it would be a really valuable resource for a client. And,
that's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, it's $20 for the book, right? 20 bucks.
$18.97. It's a paperback. And like I said, if you go on Amazon and type in just the word Restore and then another search word as like fire or water, you'll see the book. It'll come up. Yeah. The search words are like fire, water, cleaning, my last name, Sam's last name, and then you find it right there.
So it's ServiceMaster Restoration by Simons. Is that
right? That's our company name, and we have. Let me just go to our website. We don't have the book on our website yet, but that'll probably happen pretty soon. It's on all of our social media already, though. Yeah. But the URL is ServiceMaster-restorationbysimons.com.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And if somebody's old school and actually wants to call you, how do they do that?
If they want to call us on the telephone, it's 773-376-1110. And a press release just went out on Saturday or late Friday night about the book. So, you know, press are like kind of getting interested now. And if you just even go to Google and type in Restore now, that's beginning to rank.
Cool. All right. Great. All right. Well,
Congratulations. That's
Thank
really
you, Wes.
cool.
yeah, thanks so much for coming on and yeah, congratulations.
Thanks. I'm so happy to be on your show. And so y'all do this every Monday. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, actually, I was just going to talk with Wes. Next Monday is actually the 4th of July.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I don't think we're going to be here next Monday. I don't know if we're going to do it on Tuesday. Probably not. Are we going to do it on, are we just going to skip next week, Wes? Well, I guess we can figure that out. But
Do you normally just talk to people who have something to do with real estate, or how do you focus your interviews?
yeah, sort of.
It's usually just me and Mary debating something.
Just like interesting topics.
Yeah, we think it's interesting. We think we're cute.
You are cute.
Anyway, no, you're cute, Nasutsa.
Thanks. Well, y'all have a great day.
Thanks. You
too.
too. Congratulations.
Thanks so much for sharing. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.